Hi, if you're someone who is planning to build cross-platform application, then you need virtual environment to test different application in different OS. So right now, for example, I am building a macOS application, and with help of Electron, I want to build Windows and Linux application for those OS. Then how would I test it from my Mac system? So the answer is virtual environment, and the best virtual environment for Mac is UTM in today's date, which comes with ARM 64 architecture. Like the problem with Windows and Linux is that normal, like earlier, I used to use VMware, which used to work fine with Intel laptops. But what happened with that new M1 Mac application is that it comes with ARM 64. It is a different architecture altogether, which doesn't support Windows and Linux by default. So UTM has built a logic, or you can say dependency, in which you can run Windows and Linux in macOS desktop. So this video is for you to how to install, how to make your own virtual environment either for Windows and Linux. So I will today teach you how to build for Windows, but you can replicate the same for Linux as well. So if you go to UTM, you just need to go to this website, that is mac.getutm.app, and you can download the application. And once you have downloaded the application, you can just install it. Then normally you do. Don't go to Mac App Store because it will cost you 9.99 dollars. So don't go there. And after that, once you have installed UTM, go to App Store and search this particular application, and that is Crystal Fetch ISO downloader. So this is required for Windows. If you want to test Windows OS, that particular application you have to search. So that is Crystal Fetch ISO downloader. If you do this, and you have to install it. So if I just show you how to do it. So this is the Crystal Fetch. You can do Windows 10 or you can do Windows 11. Right now I have installed Windows 11, and you can see what is the architecture I want to install. Since I am using Apple Silicon, so it will be Apple Silicon, and what version I want. So you can always select the latest, and Windows 11 what version you want, and all, and you can press download. It will download the ISO for you. Once you have downloaded the ISO, go to UTM like this one, and you have to click this one. So to read this guide, you can always go to user guide. You can click this one and it will open the user guide. But since we are doing a live demo, you don't have to do user guide. Now you have to go to create a virtual machine. Then you have to go to virtualize. Then obviously you are choosing Windows. So go to Windows, and again you have to give a RAM. So right now I will give 8 GB RAM, and CPU course you can give any one of it, and you have to click both of this, and you have to choose the browse. So if you choose the browse, and if you go to Windows 11, for example, this was actually I have downloaded the ISO right here. So let me see whether we're okay. I have deleted from trash as well. So you just have to do this, and you need to continue. After that, when everything will be installed, you will get this particular application, and you can just press this play button, and it will simply open a window installer and all. So you can just press next, 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 and it will be done. If you face any errors, then this guide covers everything about what errors you may face, but you just have to press next, 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 and it will be done. And after that, one disclaimer which I actually forgot, like, and that is choose something above 30 GB, or maybe more than 25 GB. The reason is I chose 20 GB, and my 20 GB disk bus is used. So this particular Windows is not workable for me. I have to delete this particular virtual machine, and I have to install a new virtual machine which comes with 30 GB. Otherwise, I cannot install new application because it used almost 19 GB of the disk. So this is the problem. So that you have to do, and you can see what are the shared directories and all. So you don't have to get into the complexities. You just have to test. So once you have installed this, you can play this button, and it will install everything. And then you can download your Windows application if you are using Windows. If you are using Linux, you can download your Linux application, and you can test your application for the errors and bugs. And you can also bring your cursor, crowd code all inside it. So don't worry about that. So this is the guide which I wanted to tell about. This is the software which I want to talk about, and that is UTM. If you use UTM, it will be the best software for you for virtual environment. So yeah, this is it. And tomorrow I will talk about something interesting, and that is how to allow Google sign in directly into your laptop application. So right now the problem is that you cannot open your own browser window and ask Google sign in directly there. that is a problem because Google will sign it as a spam. So what you have to do, you have to make your Next.js service as a OAuth server, which I will talk tomorrow. So I will not get into complexity, but that is what I wanted to give a heads up. So I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care.